Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Stuart and today we're going to be talking about the best 3 car brands you can buy as of 2020. So number 1 on this list is going to be Toyota and Lexus. I put them together because they are one company, it's just 2 different parts of one company. So I made a list of pros and cons for all these subsections so it's really easy to follow along and hopefully you don't get too lost. So the first pro for Lexus and Toyota is going to be the resale value. The resale value, in my opinion, is one of the most important things about buying a new or used car, because as soon as you walk off the lot with a brand new car, you typically lose $5,000 from being brand new to being secondhand. So that's extremely important when buying a new car, so you don't lose so much money when you're buying a new car. And when you're buying a used car, you lose even less with Toyota or Lexus. And I think that's a great reason to buy Toyota alone, because you're not losing so much money after you buy a new car. The reason why the resale value is so high is because they have incredible reliability. The reliability is so good over the years, you still see Toyotas that are 20 years old on the road. And because there's so many Toyotas on the road, a lot of mechanics know how to work on them. So that's going to give you the advantage of being able to choose your mechanic and choosing the best price. You can't do that with like BMW or Mercedes, which only a select few mechanics know how to work on those cars. So they're going to charge you top dollar. With Toyota, it's totally different, and you have a great opportunity to get a great deal when you're getting your car fixed. And this is just a bonus pro in my opinion. My parents recently bought a Toyota, and I personally owned a Lexus. It was an older Lexus, but they had a great time at the dealership. They had a wonderful experience and they had really friendly customer service. I also tried to apply for a Lexus job working as someone who works in the shop, and the people there are just extremely nice people. Just a wonderful experience. And I think that's a huge part when buying a new car, is having a good experience and knowing that you're not getting ripped off when you're buying a new car. So the cons for Toyota and Lexus are going to be that they're expensive. They are expensive cars. They're quality cars, so they're going to be expensive. You're going to pay top dollar for even an older car because they're expecting it to last, another 70,000 miles. And when you're buying a car, you need to have that security that you're going to be able to drive that car for a long time, and people are willing to pay for that. So another con for Toyota is going to be the interior. Typically, Toyotas have cloth interior. Typically, Lexus have leather interior. So you can get a good Lexus with leather interior, but cloth interior is not typically what I want for my car if I'm going to be driving it all the time. I really do prefer something that's going to be a little bit more durable, like leather. Also, another con is that they aren't very stylish. Some of the Toyotas are, but there's a lot of Toyotas, like the Toyota Camry, I don't find to be very stylish. So I consider that to be a con. So number 2 on this list is going to be Acura and Honda. Just like Lexus and Toyota, they are one company. There's just different parts of the same company. One pro is going to be that they're very reliable. Just like Toyota, they're going to be very reliable. I believe just a little bit less reliable, but they're still great cars. Another pro is going to be that they're really easy to find. There's lots of Honda dealerships, and there's also a ton of Hondas for sale on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. So it's really easy to get a really good deal on a Honda because there's so many of them. But a couple of the pros that are pretty big pros in my opinion is that they are expensive to fix. I don't know why, but I believe it's because Hondas have more expensive parts than a lot of other vehicles. I'm not sure why they do it that way or why they're more expensive than Toyotas, but they typically are more expensive. I had a Honda and it was very expensive when I had to go to the shop. I rarely had to go to the shop, but when I did, it really kind of hurt the wallet, if you know what I mean. Another con, in my opinion, is that Hondas, because there's so many of them, people really just don't take care of them. So it's really hard to find a well taken care of Honda, which is extremely important when you're buying a car, because it doesn't matter what the brand is as much sometimes, because you have a great brand, but if it's not well taken care of, then the car's trash. It doesn't matter what brand it is. It can be, if it's not taken care of, it's just not a good choice in buying it. Another con, just like Toyota, is they have very basic interior. Typically cloth, very basic. So number 3 on this list is going to be Subaru. Subaru is very well known. It's really grown up or blown up in the past 4 years, in my opinion. But the first pro that I think that Subaru has going for it is their gas mileage. Somehow all of their cars have like 25 plus miles to the gallon average, which is incredible, especially for some of the cars that how big the cars are that they sell. Another pro for Subaru is going to be their off-road capabilities. They provide a very good car with all-wheel drive, and the closest comparable thing to them would be Audi, and they are a lot cheaper than Audi most of the time and way more reliable. So that is definitely a great alternative from going something with an all-wheel drive car like Audi to a Subaru. In my opinion, Subaru is a more reliable, cheaper version of Audi. They're also extremely fun to drive. My cousin has one and he loves his Subaru. He has 300,000 miles on his Subaru and he just loves it. The safety on them is also a great pro. They have great safety ratings, and that is extremely important for a lot of families and for first-time drivers. And lastly, I think is one of their biggest pros, especially for me personally, is the style. They have really nice style. They have some beautiful cars for sale right now. The Crosstrek is one of my personal favorites in the BRZ. It's like a sporty sedan and then a hatchback four-door. They're just really good cars, and I really do like them. And they have really good gas mileage. So like every company, Subaru has cons as well. The number one con is that they're overvalued. I think that they're so stylish that people pay more for something that isn't worth it. And the engines in those cars are different than every other engine and out of every other car, out of every other manufacturer in America. Subaru has special engines, and because of that, they're hard to get worked on correctly with a good mechanic. So that's also a huge con. You're gonna pay a lot of money for a good mechanic to work on your vehicle if you have any issues. So that's gonna be my top 3 picks for the best car brands out of 2020. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button. It means a ton to me. It really helps these videos get out there, and it works with the YouTube algorithm or whatever, but it really does help, and I would really appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, smash the like button. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I spent a lot of time on this video, and hopefully it really helps you buy and choose the correct car brand for you and what you need it for. So good luck to your car buying, and have a great day. Thanks so much.